Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Principles of Leadership. In life, one can either be a passenger or a pilot. Choice is yours. At SHA Data University, we help freshers and professionals to become a leader in database technology as a database administrator. Now, there are other administrator also, like network administrator. Today, my guest is Mac. He is from Brazil, and his full name is Mac Alder Delma, and he is a Z series network administrator. He has got a passion of becoming a IT expert. So, without delay, let us call him on board. Good morning,
Hi
Mac.
Sanjay.
It's your morning
Hi,
or evening.
it's morning
Welcome
here
to
in
my
Brazil,
show.
and I want to thank a great everyone who's
I think you are
joining
on
us.
mute, Mac.
Hi
Yeah,
Sanjay, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I think still your
Hello?
voice is not coming. Yeah, no, it is, I think, unmuted.
Okay, can you hear me?
Okay, sorry. In my case, it is in my voice is mute. Sorry. It was my system that was in speaker was in mute. Okay. So welcome Mac to my show, and it's good morning from my side, and it's our evening basically. How are
Hi
you?
Sanjay, I'm fine, and it's morning here, and I want to greet everyone who's watching this show today.
Right. So Mac, can you just tell me about your journey to become a Z series network administrator?
Yes, I did my first. Um, it all started when I did my first computer technical course in 2017, which gave me a chance to participate in an internship in my city's town hall. And there, I used to monitor the servers, configure end users' devices, and to do some maintenance tasks. I had the opportunity to put in practice what I've learned back in the technical course. And IT wasn't the field which I wanted to be in, but um, it became my passion. So I became passionate about it, and I wanted to go further. That's why I chose my major in computer science.
Right.
And before I get started my journey in mainframe and mainframe architecture or Z platform, I didn't I didn't know almost nothing about mainframe. What today we call the mainframe Z platform or Z architecture, and Z is because it's a zero downtime architecture. Um, I began my journey with mainframe when when I participate in the Master Mainframe contest. It's a annual contest, and I found about it. Today it's not IBM Master Mainframe. It's IBM Z Explore.
Right.
I participated in 2019. The contest is split into three parts. Part one gives you an overview about the mainframe. Part two makes you navigate a little deeper. And then part three, challenge your skill and your creativity. So you have to develop something and you have to um, deliver it to um, you have to deliver it and you will be assessed, and if all is according to the criteria, and you will get the badge as a Master in Film Path 3 winner.
Okay.
Not yeah and
Okay.
I complete all the three parts, and that make me eligible to apply for a job in an entry level at IBM, and I get hired. Um, and today it's not anymore IBM because I was working in managed infrastructure of IBM GTS, which
Okay.
spinned off last year. Today it is Kyndryl.
Okay. Great. Okay. In IT, almost 70% candidate they are fair of coding. Is this profile needs any coding skill?
Coding skills is not required, but it is recommended. I think coding gives you the ability to think out of the box, to think different. And sometimes you need to automate your tasks, because if you do the same thing, um, the exact same thing for many time,
Correct.
you can automate this
Yes.
task,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
and this will make your work better. So I think
Right.
if you have the coding skill, that will make you different, and that will make you stand out as a professional. And it's good if you have it, but it is not recommended. And
Right.
automation makes the user experience better, and um, it brings values to the company. So it's not required, but I think it's highly recommended.
Right. So actually, I for network administrator, coding skill is not mandatory, but if you have, you can automate many things as per your requirement. Right.
Yes, and in serious environments, if you sometime we usually use JCL. JCL is job control language. Many tasks you can do it manually, but you can um, you
Automatic
can automate it. You can
by
automate that and write
right
say JCL code, and you can even schedule your job
many
to run
jobs.
at
Right.
any time. Yeah, and you can run as many as you want to do your job, to do your task. So it's really recommended.
And what is the future of this technology? If you can elaborate.
Yeah, I want to emphasize when I talk about the future of networking, and I want to emphasize network automation. And as you have cloud computing, and 5G is coming, and
The-
these technologies are the future. So, and when we talk about cloud computing, it would not be a viable solution if you don't have a strong network infrastructure behind it to support it. So, cloud computing is the future. Many companies are migrating to the cloud, um, and many are planning to do so in the future. And you have 5G, which is a new and promising technology. And as it is a new technology, new technologies evolve, and there's always be enhancement to enhancement um, to be done to take as much advantages as possible, because if you have a great technology, you want to do a great thing with it, and company want to deliver quality services, make the customer experience better. For that, you have to prevent issues um, before even happening, and when they do happen, you have to react quickly to fix them. So
Right.
this goal can be achieved without automation. So network automation and is the key to succeed.
Okay. Okay. And what is the future prospect of this profile?
Yeah, when we talk about um the network this series network, and I we we call it the network, but many people can have many different paths. So some people after a little after having some technical background, they want to move on to the management field. So they want to be a leader, to leading a team, to be a first line manager, and after that they can be promoted to be a second um, line leader, or a project owner, or product manager, or project owner. So if they can achieve this goal, and you can be a, if you want to follow this path to be in the leadership field or management field. So I think to be an integration manager would be the what place to start, because when you are an integration manager, you are the one in the front line of the team. You represent the team. You are the leader of the team, and the integration manager, he, he's a person who respond directly to the manager, and he's a mediator in between the team and the manager. So the manager will talk about the project and what the goals the team needs to achieve, and this communication, the iteration manager responsible to um, to bring this message to the team and convince the team to buy this the idea that um, they have to the idea or the goal they have to achieve. And
Right.
many other people want to go to some other field, and security in when it's come to the network area is very critical, and you want to secure your network, you want to secure your system. And many people when they um, have background in network, they want to go further, and they want to to go to the to be a network security administrator. They to bring solution that could make the system better, make the system secure and free from the risk, because there are very um, there is high risk out there. So you have to secure your system, secure your network, and it's promising this area.
Okay. Great. Great. So, okay. There are many network administrator. They are watching the show. So, what are the basic steps that a network administrator should follow?
Um, if someone wants to become a network administrator, first thing is to know what network is really is. And network is communication between um, nodes or computers and users, device, and many other devices. So these devices are connected to each other via medium, a wire, a cable, and nodes which are connected needs to understand each other so they can communicate and send data, exchange data between them. And for that, they follow a set of rules, which are also called protocol. So a network administrator should know the protocols well um, to be succeed. There were many protocols in the past, um, many proprietary protocol. For example, um, IBM has SNA, System Network Architecture. Today, it is not um, used on other platform unless except IBM system is still used. And you have a standard protocol, TCP/IP, which is the predominant protocol today. So um, if when we talk about network, the first thing that's coming in our mind is TCP. So know how TCP works and how it is structured. TCP follow the same model of or follow the OSI model, open system interconnection, which is divided in 7 layers, but TCP/IP is made of 5 layers. You need to know how the protocol works at every single layer, and this is a key. So if you want to be a network administrator, you need to understand how TCP works. This is the um, this is a key.
Okay, great, great. Yeah. So now, people who are how to become a Z series network administrator if someone wants to become. So, what are the things they should follow and how they could become a series network administrator?
Yeah, there are many paths available for anyone to become a network is this series network administrator or and we say this series because there are many it's a set of system. You have ZVM, ZOS, and sometime AIX. Um, and the architecture is a wide architecture. So it's a family of architecture. That's why we say we call it this series.
Right.
So mine was started at an entry level. I started as console operations or mainframe operation, and in operation I got familiar with um, some mainframe operating systems like ZOS and ZVM, and I know the basic how to um, interact with the operating systems and monitor them, um, do some maintenance tasks. So this gives me a good background to continue my path, my journey, and
Okay.
in mainframe mainframe in the mainframe platform. And I got promoted, and from operation to um, network or network administrator. So I got I know about ZOS and ZVM because my team supports ZOS and ZVM as the
Yeah.
operating systems, and I know very few thing about the network. So um, I I have to study. I had to study about network, and that's why I did, and I started learning and about the network. So for other, it could be different. So I got familiar first with the IBM Z platform first, then I know the network. So for other, it could be different.
Right.
You may know first about networking, and then you have to learn about the IBM Z
Open.
platform
Right.
to be a Z series of network administrator. So many people can come different um, from different fields. So I think at some point you have to start, no matter where you start. It could be hard or it could be easy, but thing is you have to start at some point.
Right. You have to start from
No,
somewhere.
yeah, there's no better place to start in a worse one. So you have to start at
And
some
one
point.
should have the passion.
Exactly. Yeah,
Right.
you
Right.
have to.
That's what my I was asking. I was supposed to ask you, like, if someone is from, say, a different background, he is working with a different profile, can they become administrator, network administrator? Of course, they need to have the skill, definitely.
Yes, absolutely yes. Some of my colleagues come from many other fields, and today they are experts. And um, some have um, background in TCP, TCP/IP networking, and one of them I know came from a um, he used to manage um, the network in the data center, and then he come to the team and he had to learn about this serious environment. And some people start at operation. Um, I started at operation as well. Some people come from other level to supporting people who supported some online transactions engine, for example, CICS or KICS, IMS, MQ. Um, you can absolutely the answer is absolutely yes. You can come from many other areas to be AC network, AC series network administrator.
Right.
There is no um, there is a unique um, point to start. You can come from many other
Right.
places, many other areas, many other fields.
So it's possible to switch to a career as a network administrator at any moment and from any profile. Only thing is that first you have to develop your skill. So,
Yeah, if
Mac, yeah,
I think if you plan to switch your career path, so you have to be prepared for that. So before you do, you have to um, learn about the field you want to go in, and after that you can switch. It will be more easy for you. So
effective
if you
and
don't
easy and
have,
effective.
if you're not prepared, yeah, it will be very hard,
Right, exactly.
and you can even
So,
fail.
right, right. That's nowadays it's a very high chance if you are not having proper skill, and if you switch, it's a high chances that you fail.
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
Yeah. So, for newcomers and for everybody, can you just suggest any book that they could start with to gain the basic knowledge? And if they find it's they're passionate, then you can switch to. So, if you can suggest any basic book or this thing where they can start learning.
Yes, I have a recommendation. Of course, there are a ton of content available out there. Um, if you search on YouTube, you will find out many a ton of videos available to help you. Blogs, wikis, and there are many books and a lot of other kind of materials available for you. Some are even for free. But if you want to find almost all required basic knowledge in one place, I do recommend reading the CCNA, which is a Cisco Certified Network
Right.
Associate Official Certification Guide. There are two volume, volume one and volume two. So this book is for anyone who wants to start a journey in networking. It covers TCP/IP technology. So, and I do recommend it. Or anyone who wants to increase their knowledge about networking as well can read this book. And I read the first volume, and I'm reading the second volume now, and I'm enjoying it. So I do recommend it.
Great, great. So, uh, as for Mac, anyone can start their career as a network administrator. You can find books in YouTube, and yes, of course, you can go through CCNA guides. They are very much helpful. And thank you, Mac, for giving your valued time. I think today is your weekend holiday, and yeah, thank you for joining this show. It will be great.
Yeah, it's a pleasure for me to be here, and I have watched your previous session, and I enjoy it. You are doing a great job, and don't stop there, and continue with the great job you are doing. And I think
Thank you.
many young and fresher will benefit from it.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I'm in a mission of helping 10 million graduates into their proper IT profile. So, this is my mission, and it's our company's mission also. So, yeah, whoever wants to build a career in networking, they can follow these steps because Mac has given a very valued information. So, thank you, Mac,
It's a
for your
pleasure for
time.
me.